Alcaraz and Sinner didn't get paid enough when they went to Saudi Arabia. At least that's what they're insinuating. You'd think that because Romeo and Cinderetta are yet to play another match in Korea. I mean, make that make sense. I mean, I get it. I'm all about chasing the bag. But when it starts to detract from the actual main course, my spears in the socket are starting to roll. You know what I mean? The ATP, at the end of the day, they just can't like this because anyone under the sun, they understand how ratings work. And this is going to hurt them, not help them. Like, it's simple math. This rivalry, it's in its infant stages. And you're trying to sell the catalog like you're Justin or Abel. What do you guys... You guys remind me of a tanking meme coin. I mean, this is legacy. It's not meant to be shopped around like a cheap escort. He's moonwalking, he's shimmying, he's shaking, but we all have our eyes on the television sets wondering, is he faking? How long can Zizou Bergs cling on to this new level of play? Let's assess this situation before we get ahead of ourselves. He just chomped down on the Canadian like he's a Belgian piece of chocolate. Then he went on the court with Mensick and bullied him off the court. But the question we're all asking is, where the hell was this in the big 2-5? Let me break it down for you, because what I witnessed kind of made sense. If you go back and watch Zizou Bergs play Pechi Perica in, I believe it was in the French Open, you'll see flashes of what we're witnessing right now. And I honestly thought he was going to click last year. On a surface level, it's easy to relate his game to a Casper Ruud, but there's two major differences. First one is mental. Bergs has a carefree attitude, which has taken time to translate to his game. And what we're seeing is that transition. Very loose. Just he allows himself to have fun on the court like Alcaraz. But the difference is with Ruud, he can actually punish the ball a lot more efficient. What's in store for him is the question. I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting to see what he does in Melbourne. Titsy beating Fritzy got to be the all-time top headline I have come up with. But for those of you who forgot the player was up 2-1 against Novak Djokovic in Paris, I think that player might be stumbling back. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, and for certain, I do not want to overrun this passing shot before I assess this situation. Taylor walked into this match giving the Greek next to no respect, and that really came over and was very obvious in the changeover discussions that he had with Mike Russell. On the opposite side, you have the epitome of too many cooks in the kitchen. How Steph goes out and still delivers the service after hearing all of that, it's honestly remarkable, and no pun intended. One last stab at the apple dangling from the tree from the Greek philosopher. That is what we're all going to witness in 2026. The question is, are you ready? In the 18th century, they were eating cake in the castle. Shout out Marie Antoinette. But now they are simply playing tennis. The biggest city in Germany, oh my God, just went into an ice age, and their whole city's power grid just blew out. But while this was happening, was the mayor on the front lines, or was he working on his down-the-line backhand while his whole city froze into the abyss? I mean, I can kind of excuse it, because if he was playing pickleball, I mean, I'd think I'd have to make them resign the treaty, just being frank. But in his defense, who doesn't need to glide around the court like Roger to clear their head? Just ask Stefanos. But to do it while your whole city is just frozen and using generators, talk about letting them eat letting them eat cake. Let's wrap up the semifinal reports of these 250s. Leading off, we got Rublev moneyline. It's an easy pick for me. I've been watching Rublev and Musetti closely. I'm just going to give the edge to the Russian here. Following that, we got Bublik moneyline. I know it's going to be a simple pick, but I do like Giron for a set here just because Giron loves the ball when it's low, fast, and hard, and that's exactly what Hong Kong courts are giving off right now. That's why he's having such a great run. Following that, we got, is it Federer or is it Kosovic? Give me the Kosovic run, and I want to continue this train through Naka, so give me the Kosovic money line. And then, again, here we got a very big match. We got Mickelson versus Medvedev. Again, this is going to be a war, so we're going to take the over here. I'd never bet against Medvedev unless it's a top 3 player. Simple facts. So again, I'm not going to say take the Mickelson money line. I'd in fact take the Medvedev money line. That being said, let's move on to Bergs versus Stan. Stan's got to be feeling it, and Bergs is just I don't know what Bergs is doing right now, but it's very impressive. So give me the Bergs money line. And last but not least, we got Fritz. He'll be fine against Hurkacz. Everything will be... the ship has been steadied. Take the money line there. If you want to know more, join the Discord, shoot me a DM, and we'll get you in there. Let's get into the round of 16 quarterfinal match reports. Leading off, we got Medvedev money line. Solid look to open. Korda leading up after that is going against Mickelson. I like the over here. It has all the legs to go 3 sets. It's the smart play. ADM over Hurkacz simply because why? He just handled Mensik, and to be very frank, that was extremely surprising to me. So I will be backing ADM here. Nakashima money line just looks standard. He just beat Fokina, and I just don't see Holly's giving him trouble here. Now, Pecci is the easiest pick in my opinion on this whole slate. So back the money line all day. The courts are moving like grass almost, so all the bigger servers are loving it. Pelka almost got through again, but he got jibbed. And moving on to... We're going all the way over to Hong Kong. We have Marcus Giron versus Muller. Muller just had a horrible season. I bet my boots Giron has been training harder than Muller in the half season. And then we have Kechenov money line. That is just obvious. Momoa is a journeyman. I don't even know if I'm saying that, but again, Kechenov should get this done. Now, last but not least, we have one of our favorites back in action. We have Bublik. But if you guys are going to bet this, it's his first game back, so make sure you straight bet this because you just don't want this fucking up your parlay. Moving on to Borges versus Rublev. Look, take the over here. I think this is going to be a battle. I will lean in the Russians' direction because I got to give him credit, but Borges had a hell of a season last year. So again, watch out for that. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.